Hey, what's going on everyone? I hope you're all doing absolutely fantastic. So this is going to be a quick video, a bit of different type of video. It's not a review, it's sort of a discussion sort of video on something I feel about a protein supplement or some type of protein supplement. So thanks a lot for the love and support that you're providing. The channel is growing. I'm getting more queries and discussions, which is the primary concern of this or purpose of this channel. We don't want to grow rapidly like that. We just want to grow in a very meaningful way. So that's fantastic. Let's get into the actual discussion of this topic. So I know you saw the thumbnail and then you came and you were thinking like which product it might be, and then you probably identified this one as the product, which is not, sadly, my favorite protein. It's a fantastic protein. It's the best, if not the best in the world, isolate protein. No. But it's among the three, and I'm going to talk about it. Let's just guys and get to the actual point. This is the protein that I like the most, Phase 8. It's not the Ultimate Nutrition Prostar, it's not Iso Sensation, it's Phase 8 from Muscletech. And the first thing that you're going to think is, of course, your eyebrows are going to cringe, and then you think, what? How that can be? Because this thing has so many things, which these things are way ahead of this, right? This bioavailability of protein is less. We're talking about here on the label 83%, we're talking about 93%, and here it's just 68 or 70% of protein. Then why is it my favorite protein? I'm going to tell you why it is so. First, let's talk about the price and thing, because a lot of time, you know, the price kind of deters us. So you can get it on Amazon at 4,100 bucks. On NutriBay a bit more, but both are authentic places. You can go buy it from both places. You can buy it from Amazon. This will help the channel, but it's not mandatory. You can buy it from anywhere you want. Now that price, at that particular price, 4,100 bucks, because it kind of, for this particular thing, the flavor wise, the price varies a lot. So I'm talking about the least cost that's available on Amazon. That's 4,100, and if you calculate that, you know, on a 42 gram scoop that this thing has, it's going to cost you around 84 bucks. So per scoop, 84 bucks, pretty costly, close to Iso Sensation 93, double the cost of Ultimate Nutrition. But then let's keep these two aside and talk about this thing. Why do I think it's so far the best protein that I've used? And yeah, it's just for me. For you, it could be different. Now let's talk about some of the things I don't like about this product first. So being Muscletech and being one of the forefront of companies that does this type of practices, they have added a bunch of additives to it which are unnecessary. Like if you read the label and go to the website and read the label, you can see they have put like everything in the book of additives, like silicon dioxide, and they've used cornstarch, they've used natural flavor, then tapioca starch, palm oil, so many things they've added, right? And I hate that they added those things. I don't like products that add so much of additives there. But the wonderful thing that's why I made this video is that the way this thing worked for me, none of these things worked actually. And I think that this has to do not with the brand, but the way they formed the protein and the way our body works. So I've been studying different clinical trials, and I was looking at articles and trying to understand how fast our body can absorb protein. What's the actual window? What sort of ideal time scale you can keep? So what I realized is that if you keep a window of 4 hours, then within that 4 hours window, our body can process about 20 to 40 grams of protein in a proper way and can help synthesize muscle. Now that trial was done, I'll try to put the link of the trial in the description. That trial was done on individuals who were athletic. They were doing strength training also. So that's kind of people like us, right? We do strength training. And that led me to believe then, okay, for this 4 hour window, what we do is that we get a scoop of whey isolate or whey protein, that our body gets it, and although it's a high quality protein, it gets to utilize only part of it because our body is not working that fast to make use of that protein. That's one of the reasons why in my personal practice, you know, what I do is that when I use this sort of things like Iso Sensation, really costly but awesome stuff, I always use half a scoop, because I know that I won't be able to, with my metabolism, process that much protein at a like 1 hour or so time within which it breaks down. So body is like an engine, it breaks down. And if it's not used, it's going to be used in a different way if, you know, the supply chain is not processing it as fast. Now, so what I do, I break it down and I keep on taking it throughout the day. That's one thing I do, and that works way better than taking one scoop. This thing, it's a blend protein, and it's a wonderful blend actually. If you look at the label, then you're gonna see it's got like 30 minutes acting protein to like 45 minutes, 1.5 hour, 2 hours, and then even 4 to 6 hour acting protein. So it ranges from hydrolyzed whey protein to isolates to concentrates to milk protein isolates to micellar caseinate, calcium caseinate. Now, that, you know, they say that you take this sort of protein at night. I tend to disagree, because when I used this tub, I was using it every time. Like, I was using it after I had my workout, after I came from office to home. I take it, and at night also I take it, not just before bed, but like 1.5 hour before going to bed I'll take it. And this thing would recover me from muscle soreness, strength building, way better than any of the other protein I've used. So that made me believe that perhaps we were wasting our whey protein, and maybe that's one of the reasons, you know, we should not top off on 1 scoop, 2 scoops, 3 scoops at a time. Rather break it down to half a scoop and make more use of it. Try to see how the body adapts to the dosage. So this is one of the best proteins I've used. I don't like the ingredient list because it's got so many additives to that. I urge any of the Indian brands to come forward, which is a good Indian brand. There are so many Indian brands to come forward and make a protein similar to this without those bunch of things that they've added in here. Like, they make no sense at all. Like, just put the protein sources properly and a wee bit of carbs so that it helps make the thing fast and stuff like that. You know, enzymes, if you want to put, yeah, go ahead, because it's a lot of different type of protein. It'll help perhaps. So do that, but please come up with a blend like this, because I don't think in Indian market there is any blend that's available like this. There are proteins which has isolate and concentrate. There are proteins that have isolate and caseinate sometimes, but there's such a fantastic kind of blend I didn't see. If anyone saw, let me know. And if you want to purchase this product, you can actually do that. But remember, it's got a ton of things that you don't like, all right? You should not like, actually. But if you want to buy it, you can buy it for the effectiveness. This thing actually works. And it's a 2.07 kilograms of tub. So when I used it, and at that time I didn't used to do lab tests and all, I felt that it was working, all right? And really worked well, way better than any other protein I've used. I'm not saying these are bad. The bioavailability, the biological value on their own, these are way better. But this thing, the way it delivers protein to you slowly, the way body needs it over a period of time, that's perfected in this protein supplement. Other than that, it's absolutely fine. So that was the video about. I hope you liked it, and if you want to buy it, or if you know any Indian brand that does it, or any foreign brand that does it better, makes this thing better, let me know. I'll try to buy and review that, or you can share the link and people can use it here. That's pretty much for this video, and thanks a lot for your time and all your support. Have an awesome life, folks. Ciao.